Did you know that 78% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck? But here's the thing, it's not about how much you make, it's about having a plan. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to create your first budget, step by step, even if you've never done this before. Let me ask you something, do you know exactly where your money went last month? If you're like most people, the answer is probably no. You make money, you spend money, and somehow there's never enough left at the end of the month. Maybe you've tried budgeting before. You downloaded an app, entered some numbers, felt motivated for about 3 days, and then, life happened. You gave up because it felt too complicated or too restrictive. I get it, but what if I told you that creating a budget doesn't have to be complicated? You don't need fancy software. You don't need to be good at math. And most importantly, a budget isn't about restricting yourself. It's about giving yourself permission to spend guilt-free, because you have a plan. Today, I'm breaking down the simplest budgeting method that actually works. This is the exact system that helped me take control of my finances, and by the end of this video, you'll have your first budget ready to go. Okay, step 1, let's figure out exactly how much money you have to work with each month. And here's the key. We're talking about your take-home pay, not your gross income. Your take-home pay is the actual amount that hits your bank account after taxes, retirement contributions, and health insurance are taken out. This is super important because a lot of people make the mistake of budgeting based on their gross salary and then wonder why their budget doesn't work. Here's how to find this number. If you get paid the same amount every 2 weeks, multiply your paycheck by 26, then divide by 12. That gives you your monthly take-home pay. For example, if you get paid $1,500 every 2 weeks, that's $1,500 times 26, which equals $39,000. Divide that by 12, and your monthly take-home pay is $3,250. If you have a regular income, maybe you're a freelancer or work on commission, take your total income from the last 3 months and divide by 3. Use that as your baseline. It's better to underestimate and have extra money than overestimate and come up short. Write this number down. This is your starting point, the total amount you have to budget each month. Now comes the part most people dread, but trust me, this is actually the most eye-opening step. We're going to list out every single expense you have. Start with your fixed expenses. These are the bills that stay the same every month. Things like rent or mortgage, car payment, insurance, phone bill, internet, subscriptions like Netflix or Spotify. Go through your bank statements from the last 2 months and write down everything that's a recurring charge. Don't skip the small stuff. That $10 a month subscription you forgot about? Write it down. That gym membership you haven't used in 6 months? Write it down. Everything counts. Next, estimate your variable expenses. These are costs that change month to month. Groceries, gas, eating out, entertainment, personal care, clothing. Look at what you spend in the last 2 or 3 months and calculate an average. For example, if you spent $400 on groceries in July, $450 in August, and $380 in September, your average is about $410 per month. Round up to $450 to give yourself a buffer. Here's where most people discover something shocking. When you add up all these expenses, you often realize you're spending more than you thought, and that's okay. The whole point of this exercise is awareness. You can't fix what you don't know. If you're someone who says, I have no idea what I spend, don't worry. Just estimate for now, and over the next month, start tracking everything. Use your phone notes, a simple spreadsheet, or just keep receipts. After 1 month, you'll have real data to work with. Alright, now we're going to put it all together using something called the zero-based budget method. And don't worry, this is way simpler than it sounds. Here's the concept. Income minus expenses equals 0. Every single dollar you earn gets assigned a job before the month begins. This doesn't mean you spend everything. Some dollars are assigned to savings, debt payoff, or emergency fund. But nothing sits there unaccounted for. Let's walk through an example. Say your monthly take-home pay is $3,500. You start at $3,500 and work your way down. Rent, $200. You're now at $2,300 remaining. Groceries, $400, now $900. Car payment, $300, now $600. Car insurance, $120, now $1,080. Phone, $60, now $1,420. Utilities, $150, now $270. Gas, $150, now $220. Eating out, $200, now $920. Entertainment, $100, now $820. Subscriptions, $40, now $780. Now you have $780 left. What do you do with it? You give it jobs. Emergency fund, $300. Debt payoff, $200. Savings for vacation, $100. Personal spending money, $180. You just went from $30,500 to zero, and everything has a purpose. That's a zero-based budget. The beauty of this method is that when you want to buy something, you're not guessing if you can afford it. You already decided at the beginning of the month. If your entertainment budget is $100 and you've already spent $75, you know you have $25 left. No guilt, no stress, just a plan. Here's the truth nobody tells you about budgeting. Your first budget will be wrong, and that's completely normal. Maybe you underestimated how much you spend on groceries. Maybe you forgot about annual expenses like car registration or gifts. Maybe life threw you a curveball. That's okay. Budgeting is a skill, and like any skill, you get better with practice. The key is to review and adjust. At the end of each month, look at what actually happened versus what you planned. Did you overspend somewhere? Where did that money come from? Did you underspend somewhere? Great. Decide where that extra money should go. Most people nail their budget by month 3 or 4. The first couple of months are just figuring out your real spending patterns. Here's my number 1 tip. Give yourself some breathing room. If you budget every dollar down to the cent with zero flexibility, you're setting yourself up for failure. Build in a small buffer, maybe $50 to $100, as a miscellaneous category for those unexpected things that always pop up. And here's something else important. Your budget should serve you, not stress you out. If you find yourself constantly frustrated, anxious, or feeling restricted, something needs to change. Maybe your expense categories are too specific. Maybe you're not being realistic about your spending. Adjust until it feels right. So there you have it. Creating your first budget in 30 minutes. Calculate your take-home pay, list your expenses, assign every dollar a job using the zero-based method, and commit to adjusting as you go. Remember, a budget isn't about restriction, it's about intention. It's you telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. If you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button because we post new personal finance videos every Tuesday and Friday. Next week I'm breaking down the 50, 30, 20 budgeting rule and showing you which method might be better for you. In the description below, I've linked a free budget template you can download to get started today. I've also included links to some budgeting apps that can make this even easier if you want to go digital. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Now go create that budget.